Hello and welcome to tutorial 13 for GDTK Stats. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at using the debug console. As always, we've copied over our previously completed tutorial into a new scene. And with that, let's dive in. The first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go to Null Save, Game Dev Toolkit, Resources, Debug Console, and bring this prefab into our canvas. Next thing, we're going to expand this a little bit and go to our UI prompt, and we're just going to reposition that. So we'll move it over to be center aligned, set the pivot to 0.5 and 0. So this isn't required. You don't have to have this UI up at all. You could hide it. This is just for us to be able to see what we need to do and know that we need to press the accent key to open and close the console. So we'll press play, and we are all ready to get started. So the console allows us to do basically anything we need with stats. So we're going to open it. And the way you use this is you type the name of the game object, .stats, and then your command. And if you need to list of commands, it can help you out there. So you can do player.stats-help. And here is a list of all the commands that are supported on the player character stats. Each different stat object has different commands available to it. This is the one that has everything. So let's go ahead and look at let's get some data. So we'll select our player and let's do player.stats actually get stat, and then we'll say sprint cost, if I can type, and then we'll do value. So we can see the sprint cost is 25, and if we did player.stats get stat sprint cost dot max. Oh, sorry, that was incorrect. It's player.stats get stat sprint cost space max. There we go. So we can see what our values are. We can get anything we need, the min, the max, the value, or the special. We can also set it too. So right now our health is at 100. Let's say player.stats set stat health 50. Oops. Again, we need to put in that parameter. So player.stats set stat health value 50. And if you're wondering why the character keeps jumping around, remember we bound the E key to reload our data. So every time I'm pressing E, it's reloading stats. But we'll go ahead and hit that, and now we can see that our health is 50. And if we close the console, we can see that that's reflected there. We can also use it on our dummies. So let's do a little thing here. What if we don't know the name of our game object? We can do -- identify. And every object that knows how to respond is going to tell you what it is right here. And I'd like to just go ahead real quick and see if we can find, there we go. Here's our save load key binding. I'm just going to disable these so it doesn't keep saving and loading as we're typing. Let's look at our stats database real quick to see what we have available. So if we go into attributes, we can see some here. Let's add endurance training via the command line. So look at our player. We have no attributes on there right now. Player.stats. And this will do +A for add attribute. Endurance training. And there you can see it is right now, and we can remove it as well. Player.stats -A endurance training, and you can see it's disappeared from here and there as well. So that's how simple it is to go ahead and use the console. Again, we have quite a few commands. You can even save and load via the console. You can cast spells from the console. So let's go ahead real quick and we'll just level up and get our magician so that we can have a spell slot. And now we could either press the 1 key, or we can open the console and we can say player.stats, cast spell, heal. And if we look, we can see that we've healed up a little bit. We can do it again. And we'll look at our health. It's at 89.41. And now it's at 94.41. That is the end of this tutorial. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. Until next time, have a good one.